Hello, my Aquarius friends. I'm LaChon Devi with Power Life Hypnosis, and this is your October 2018 love and romance reading. As always, I would like to say a big thank you to all of those who have thumbs up and liked my videos. Thank you to all of those who commented and shared my videos. Thank you to all of my old subscribers as well as all of my new subscribers. I appreciate the support from you all. If you would like to book a private reading with me, you can do so at my website, POWERLIFEHYPNOSIS.com. You can also book a private reading with me now directly through the description box below. If you would like to know who your future long-term romantic partner is, including details such as when you meet your partner, where you meet your partner, what your partner will look like, how to recognize your partner, some additional details that I do not share here, as well as a full reading as to how to align yourself with your future partner and your ideal relationship, you can book a future partner reading with me, again, directly through the description box below or at my website, POWERLIFEHYPNOSIS.com. These are general readings, Aquarius, so the messages may or may not resonate with you. If they do not, you can check your moon and rising sign videos, as those messages may, or you can check your moon, sun, and rising sign videos in order to gain a more complete picture of your love and romantic relationships if these messages do resonate. Also, if you have an iPhone or an iPad, you can contact me at any time through the free Instant Go app. You can send me a message, text me, and I will respond within 24 hours with your predictions and guidance. So let's go ahead and get started on our reading here. So Aquarius, I do have 3 cards for the overall energy, and for this reading I actually have 2 5-card spreads because it looked like there was a lot going on, so I was just guided to pull some additional cards. We have our fortune here, and then lastly we will go ahead and get into our guidance so we can discuss how to utilize our free will to bring about the best outcome in this situation. So, water bears, the theme that I have here is, first off, past life relationship. You have known each other before. So this to me is saying that we may be dealing with, of course, a past life relationship, a partner that we've known from before, of course. So when that happens, those types of relationships generally come into our lives in order to assist in our soul's growth and assist in our evolution. And sometimes these relationships can be challenging. However, through the challenges, we are able to grow, learn, and evolve so we can become one with our higher selves, and we can move forward in a more beneficial way to go forward into better circumstances and better relationships. It's like karma or karmic situations, allowing us to clear karma and clear what no longer serves us. So we are speaking of an important relationship here. For some of us, there may have been some deception in this connection at some point. Someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship. So again, some of us may be in a situation where there was deception. However, this deception may have served the purpose of allowing us to stand up for ourselves, take our power back, move forward in a stronger way, clear thoughts, feelings that no longer served us or allowed us to become deceived. Passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So in this instance, I'm picking up an energy of having passion, perhaps for ourselves, having passion for our lives. Also, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So as we move forward, I do see here that there will be some shifts going on within our love lives during this month. However, it looks like the shifts going on will be for the positive. So again, we're being guided to allow our hearts and souls to sing with joy due to the actions that we are taking, due to this situation, bringing about better circumstances. And again, that's often the reason for these past life relationships. So let's go ahead and get into our first prediction here. So for our first prediction with my Lenormand cards, I have the Ship, the Stars, as well as the coffin. On the top of the deck, I do have the key. And on the bottom of the deck, I do have the lady. So who could we be dealing with, Aquariuses? Please keep in mind this is a general reading, so not all these details will resonate with you. Some may resonate, some may not. Some may also describe ourselves as well, so you can take this information as it resonates and please leave what doesn't. So we'll get into the description, of course, and then we'll go ahead and get into the prediction and what this could signify. So who we could be dealing with, Aquarius. As far as this individual's sun, moon, or rising signs, I'm picking up the strongest a Taurus energy, again, sun, moon, or rising, or this can be a fire sign, Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. For some of us, this can be a Pisces or a fellow Aquarius as well. So this could be somebody, for some of us, who may be a different culture, a different race or ethnicity than ourselves. This is looking like this is going to be somebody who has very attractive eyes, perhaps birthmarks, beauty marks, freckles, acne, with this stars card here. For many of us, this is going to be somebody with a more pale skin tone here, with perhaps a chiseled look, a chiseled jaw. Again, it's looking like this person has attractive eyes. For some of us, these eyes can be either darker, on the darker side, or they can be deep set eyes. With this coffin and this ship card, I'm picking up a darker hair color. I'm also picking up somebody who could be trim. This person can be trim, slim mostly, but with some curves. Especially if this is a female, this person can have top curves as well. But I am seeing the body type of likely trim or slim. For some of us, even strong, but with some curves here. Now, for those of us, because this is a general reading, for those of us who are not dealing with somebody with a more pale skin tone, this could be somebody who has tan or olive skin as well. So because this is a general reading, we have that range. But I will first go with, of course, that pale color, that lighter color. So that's who we could be dealing with. For some of us, this could be speaking of a female that we are dealing with, because we do have this lady card. However, in some cases, this lady card can represent ourselves as well if we are dealing with a male partner. If you're a female in a same-sex relationship, this will likely be speaking of you. But again, take this as it resonates. If you're a male, this could be speaking of the more feminine energy within the partnership. So let's get into what could be happening regarding this situation with this ship, stars, coffin, key, and lady combination. So from this lady, again, this could be our partners who we could be dealing with, or this can be ourselves. So one possibility here is that if you have been traveling a lot to your significant other, for some of you, this may be traveling north, but not all of you. But if you've been traveling a lot to a significant other, that traveling may stop. For others of us, I am seeing a very strong theme here of somebody moving or leaving behind a situation, because it could be that the happiness, the joy, it could be that the peace or the hope within this relationship has ended. There is an ending here with this coffin card. So with this ship card, again, some of us could be moving out. Others of us could be moving on. Some of us are freeing ourselves. We're freeing ourselves from a challenging situation. And this could be bringing an ending here to hardship. any hardships that we may have experienced. And if we are not moving out at this time, or if we are not moving on at this time, some of us are planning to do so. This stars card could represent planning as well. So again, some of us may be leaving or separating, or a relationship has ended, moving on, moving forward. And it looks like this is a positive thing, because as I look at the suits here, I have here 2 spades. There are no clubs here. Spades are the most positive suit in the Lenormand. Clubs are the most negative. So because there are no clubs in this situation, I do see that this moving forward, this moving out, whatever this is, will be for the positive. Again, freeing oneself, liberating oneself. And we have this key card here, which is great, because this is one of, if not the most positive card in the Lenormand deck. This is saying that your actions, or however this is unfolding, is going to be a solution. This is going to be the solution to perhaps challenges in this relationship, or challenges in our lives as a result of this relationship. So we, with this key, have the key to our success. We have the key to our success. We may become illuminated as well. Something may become revealed that is very important. Or again, we have the key to our success here. This action that we are taking will benefit us. So that is very, very excellent. The key card represents solutions to our problems. So again, liberating ourselves from something challenging. We have the solution to our problems here. And we are bringing an end to any challenges. So that is excellent energy there. So I'm sorry if any of you are going to be experiencing a painful separation or painful ending. However, that will just be temporary, because as we move forward, we will see that this was the best thing for us to do. So let's go ahead and get into our second prediction here. Okay. So for our second prediction, I have the Good Gentleman, Prison, and a Journey. On the top of the deck, Good Lady. On the bottom, the House card. So Aquarius, many of us could be dealing with a situation with a family. So maybe we have a family with this person, or we may consider this person to be like family. Maybe there has been a long-standing connection, or this could be somebody that we live with, or this could be someone that we felt we had a stable relationship at some time. Now we do have this Good Gentleman as well as this Good Lady card here. So this is speaking of course, a couple. For some of us, this can be an older couple, so we may be over the age of 30 or over the age of 40 with these two individuals here. Now, with this Good Gentleman Prison Journey combination here, this is saying that some of us, especially if we are this Good Lady, some of us, especially if we are this Good Lady, have felt trapped in this relationship. Some of us may be feeling alone, even if we are living with this person, or even if we are together with this person. Some of us may be isolating ourselves from this individual. Some of us may be feeling as though there's nowhere else to go in this relationship, like this relationship has reached a standstill or an impasse, and there's nowhere to go, no more lessons to be learned. That reminds me of a soul contract. Yes, some of you may be in a soul bond, or living out, or ending rather, a soul contract with somebody. So we do get these past life relationships that do serve that higher purpose for us to grow, learn, evolve, experience our soul's growth here. And these can create soul contracts. Before we come into this lifetime, we choose the experiences that we are going to have. We choose how things are going to unfold, so we can learn these things, and so we can move forward in our lives in the best way. So we have these soul bonds that we form with those from past lives. So they come into our present lives. We learn the lessons necessary. We have the experiences that we need. We experience the growth that we needed to, because when these situations happen, it's likely that who we are at the end of the contract is different than who we were at the beginning. So we may learn more about ourselves, or how we choose to move forward in relationships, or anything like that, because this is a general reading. So when we are in these soul bonds here, or when we are experiencing these contracts, at some point, if this is not the person who we are meant to be with over a long time, if this is not the person who is our long-term, divine mate, if this is not our divine mate here, then oftentimes the soul contract comes to a place where, again, there are no more lessons to learn, and thus it is time to end the soul contract. When there are no more lessons to learn in a relationship, that's the moment to end a soul contract. Staying any longer can create discomfort, turmoil, disappointment, and challenges. So if you are going through this situation, this type of situation, or this is resonating with you, understand that it is okay, and it is actually beneficial to end the soul contract for yourself as well as the other person. So back to this situation here. So for some of us, we could be experiencing, again, a situation where we feel like there's no more growth. There's nothing more to get out of this situation. This male may have been very restrictive towards this good lady, overbearing perhaps, controlling perhaps, to this good lady. That may be what she experienced in this situation. So many of us are going to choose to leave behind this challenging situation, or leave behind even our homes that may feel like a prison. Again, move, get away as soon as possible here. This also represents us leaving behind old and familiar situations. Because we do have the prison card in the center, I must say that some of us may be in a situation where the person who we are dealing with, in particular this good gentleman, may have gone to jail or prison. So that can be going on for some of us here. All right, so that's what I have for this prediction. And now, my dears, we can go ahead and go into our fortune. Just going to move my cards out of the way so I have more space. Alrighty. So regarding our fortunes, I do have here 5 cards. Now, the first card that I have here is the Black Cat. The Black Cat. Your luck will soon change. So the Black Cat to me represents a circumstance where there is a lack of meeting with somebody, so somebody's not coming through, a lack of reconciling, or a lack of coming together, separation, or challenges within a relationship. Nevertheless, this is saying that your luck will soon change. So there will be a shift, a transition in the situation for the better. This separating of oneself, or this distance put in between one and another, or just you being at separate locations here. So that could be for some of us speaking of that move as well, or just isolating ourselves from this person. Now, I also have here, let's see where to go first. The Spirit. Know, Aquarius, that there are unseen forces that watch over you. So again, this is looking like if we are moving on, if we are moving out, if we are leaving behind challenges within this past life relationship, if we are leaving this deceptive individual behind, it's for the better, because again, unseen forces are watching over us. So we are being guided to move forward. We are being guided to move forward in order to bring about better circumstances in the future. So we have assistance from the angels, from the universe, from, you know, spirit, from our higher powers, especially from spirit, right? This is the Spirit card. So we have luck on our sides. We have angels. We have angels in front of us. We have angels behind us. We have angels to the left of us. We have angels to the right of us, angels above us, angels below us, that are protecting us and guiding us towards the best outcome for ourselves. And this is great, because this is going to allow a new relationship to blossom. This is going to allow a new relationship to blossom. I also have here the card of marriage. You are attracting emotional fulfillment and unconditional love. So this marriage card can, of course, be speaking of somebody who we were married to. But this can also be saying that, again, we are moving forward into a new relationship that may result in marriage, or that will result in emotional fulfillment and unconditional love, because we've learned, we've grown from this deceptive situation. We look at things in a different way. There are things that we may not be willing to tolerate moving forward. We're moving forward in a different way now that we've learned these lessons that were a result of this past life relationship. So again, we're attracting emotional fulfillment and unconditional love. And we are also being guided to, with the Sun card, open your heart to the enormous growth ahead. So this is an excellent energy, because our actions during this month are going to bring about enormous growth. So there's going to be new love blossoming. Our luck is going to be changing for the better. We are being protected. We can allow our hearts and souls to sing with joy, because as we keep our heart open, as we keep our heart open to all the possibilities as a result of us moving forward toward sunnier skies here, there will be enormous growth ahead. So that is a very excellent energy. Alrighty, so now that we have our predictions, let's go ahead and get into our guidance here. So for our guidance, I have number 16, and this is the All That Glitters card. This is a card that came up at the bottom of the deck here. I have here number 2, Yen. And both this All That Glitters card and this Yen card did come up in the upright. In the reverse position, I have here By the Book, and this is number 11. As well as Not For You in the upright, and this is card number 6. So Aquarius is taking these cards together. This All That Glitters card number 16 is calling for us to go within so we can really look at the situation from our own perspective. And this All That Glitters card suggests for us to, instead of looking at a situation for what is on the outside, instead of looking at an individual for what they are presenting to us on the outside, it will be better for us to look deeper than the glittery veil on the outside, because what glitters is not gold. What glitters is not gold. And the interesting thing is, people can try to tell us who they are with their words. However, those words, or the person that this person is trying to make themselves out to be, can be a mask and can be veiling something dark underneath. So again, during the month of October, it could be a good idea for us to go within and really look at this individual, or really look at the circumstances of the relationship and figure out for ourselves, is this relationship benefiting me? Is this relationship benefiting me? Is having this person in my life benefiting me? And again, watch out, because this person may be wearing a mask, or this relationship may be appearing one way when we know that it is something else. All that glitters is not gold. And we also have here this number 2 yin card. So this card is similar in this sense, in this spread, because this yin card is saying that we may need to make a decision regarding our partnership. And this yin card is asking us to allow others' actions to speak for them, not their words, because again, their words could be a veil. Their words can be a mask. Anybody can tell you who they are. Do their actions also match what they're saying? So again, this yin card is telling us to judge another person for their actions, or understand rather who they are based on their actions, not their words. And it could be a good idea to, once we are able to see who another person is, ask ourselves, is this person or is this situation something that benefits me? And also, it's very important for us to, again, see who a person is, because they will tell you who they are. People tell you who they are if you listen. People do tell you who they are through their actions, if you notice. So this by the book card, number 11, is also speaking of us making some kind of decision. And this decision could be the decision to challenge what is holding us back. Challenge whatever foundations, whatever structures are keeping us from authentic and genuine progress in our lives. We must stand up for ourselves and make the necessary changes to bring about the best outcomes in our lives, especially if we're experiencing challenging karmic lessons. And let me also say this as well. This key card here does represent key relationships. So these past life relationships, this key card also represents karmic connections. So this card also coincides with the past life card. I just got a message here, and it's interesting how this plays out with the theme that we're talking about in the messages. When both partners support each other's spiritual growth, the relationship is divinely blessed. So if anything is keeping us from or challenging us regarding attaining that spiritual growth or attaining that soul growth, then it may be a good idea to leave that behind or go in another direction, to make those changes, to allow ourselves to transform and grow, which is the purpose of this relationship. And we must keep in mind that growth, change, transformation is rarely comfortable. It's rarely comfortable. It can be very uncomfortable. However, it can be necessary. We must focus on what it is that we want, focus on our ultimate goals, focus on what we desire and what we are worth and what we deserve. Even if it is something that seems like it's so far away from what we are experiencing now, we deserve nothing less than our true desires and our true wants. So again, it could be a good idea to revolt against the structures. Excuse me, guys, I have to take a sip of water. Excuse me. Revolt against those structures that have been built. Revolt against this situation. Do something radical, such as leaving behind this situation so we can move forward towards something better. And then we also have here, once again, this not for you card, number 6. So this is speaking of, in order to attain happiness, harmony within our lives and within our love lives, we must recognize that some relationships from the very beginning were not meant to work out. For example, if we got together with a partner and the relationship was built upon codependency, even if we couldn't see it at the time, that would be something that would cause a relationship challenges and perhaps cause a relationship to fail. So some relationships from the very beginning were not necessarily meant to work out because of the foundation that it was built upon. Sometimes we may ignore the red flags that we see in the beginning of a relationship, choosing to see what we want because we may be believing that mask. Oftentimes we want to believe that mask, especially when somebody's trying to tell us that they are everything that we want, or they're trying to make themselves seem like, you know, the perfect partner or the perfect partner for us. We may want to believe the veil. So we may ignore the red flags, or we may get involved in a relationship that is based on an unhealthy dynamic. So during the month of October, we must recognize that if a relationship was not meant to be from the beginning, we cannot force it to be. We cannot make the relationship to be. And the best thing for us to do is, again, move forward to the enormous growth ahead and to the wonderful experiences as a result from us learning, growing, and evolving through this situation and even through this ending here. So again, if a relationship was not meant to be, then we can't make it be. And this is a great thing because, again, because this is a karmic situation here, or a situation allowing us to grow, rejection is God's protection. Leaving behind something that seems bright and shiny on the outside, but is really toxic and challenging on the inside, is God protecting us and allowing us to move on so we can go forward into what God, universe, spirit, our higher powers really have in store for us. Oftentimes, our smaller self, our fear-based self, our ego-based selves are not able to see what our higher selves can. We're not able to see that. So we must move forward with courage. We must move forward into that period of growth because that is what we deserve. And it is also saying that rejecting another person can also be of benefit for us and benefit for that other person. Rejection of another person can also benefit them. Sometimes we have to release something, such as in an instance where a relationship is too toxic for it to be healed. In that case, the best thing that we can do for ourselves and the other person is to release them so they can move forward in their soul growth, so they can move forward in their soul's journey. We all have our own journeys that is between ourselves and our higher powers. So we must recognize that and allow another person to continue on their own soul's journey and allow ourselves to move forward in our soul journeys as well. And we must also keep in mind that something better is on the other side of this. There are more loves, there are more experiences to be had. So we can move forward with strength and courage and an inner knowing that this situation and our actions during the month of October are for the better in the long run, even if they feel challenging right now. We are doing the right thing. So let's go forward into our postcard from Spirit here, and this will wrap up our reading. So this card reads, Dearest Aquarius, a rigid tree branch breaks under strong winds, yet flexible seaweed survives powerful ocean swells. Right now, we gently remind you that being flexible is a good choice when faced with life's challenges. Surrender your fixed ideas to Spirit, who knows what is in your highest good and can deliver to you what you need in appropriate form. So that's what we were speaking of also here with this by the book card. In this moment, rather than fighting or being too sure of your way working out, be a little looser and allow for another outcome. Allow for another outcome. So that's this Black Cat card. Our luck will soon change. So allow for another outcome. Compromise can be the best way forward if you are to learn new ways of doing and seeing. Stay aware, stay curious, and teachable. Take life on life's terms. Your purpose may push you in a direction not on your map. Let it. Be so flexible, Aquarius, that no storm can uproot you. In the end, you will still be rooted in the world, in abundance, and you will indeed experience the beauty that is yours. We love you so much. So what a beautiful way to wrap up this reading, as these messages do coincide with what we've been receiving throughout this time. So my lovely Aquariuses, thank you so much for watching this reading and staying with me to the end. Please thumbs up and like this video if the messages resonate with you. Comment, share, subscribe to my channel if you have not done so already for more messages. I love and appreciate you all, and I wish you the best of luck in this circumstance, in this situation. Again, it is all for the better. Challenges are temporary. Challenges are temporary. So again, I love you all. I'm sending you all so much love and so much light. If you would like to book a private reading with me, you can do so at my website, POWERLIFEHYPNOSIS.com, or you can book a reading with me now directly through the description box below. So I look very forward to seeing you here all again very, very soon. Mwah. Bye, Aquarius.